So this over here is my Phoenix. You can see Shanghai Phoenix Fenghuang bicycle. This is a ZA-42 model. As you can see, it's written over here on the frame, ZA-42. And it's a fantastic bike, honestly. It's really lovely. The quality on it is, I guess, so-so compared to maybe the 80s models, you know, that were built by the state-owned enterprises. They build this now sort of as a legacy model. A lot of restaurants, they just buy it for props, but I do actually use it. This is actually my bike in China that I have so far, the first one. I'll be buying many more in the future. I'll try to collect as many of the old brands as possible and buy the newer versions and the older versions as well. What I did to it, so the most recent repair has actually been the chain over here. This chain was actually built by a repairman. He literally just built it out of spare chain links on the street. So in China there's still a few, not as much as back in the day obviously, but you still have on street corners people who repair bicycles, and now especially e-mopeds. And literally he just built that chain out of nothing. It was impressive. This one also has the carrying flaps over here. They're a bit tight. There you go. But when you have someone on the back, as you can see, they're not in line either, because actually I put them at an angle because it's easier when you have someone on the back here for them to put their feet on here, so you can actually carry them. There you go. And then you also have the little flap at the back to put your newspaper, or as they used to back in the day, they used to put a lunchbox in the back, so that's quite cool. Obviously the seat cover that came with it, and there were a few other accessories like lights that I didn't install yet, but it did come with lights as well. Actually, it came with the whole kit, including the basket, so you had a choice. Either you put the light on the little, sort of here, if you see, there's a little socket. I'll just get around. And then, obviously, you can choose to put a basket or lights. I chose the basket, but obviously I can mount the lights on the bottom. It's got that sort of classic pre-suspension of rod, I guess you can call it. It does actually help with the roads, even on bumpy sort of sidewalks and bike lanes. It's still actually quite a comfy ride. And then obviously it comes with a bell. Very classic, nice sound, very clear. Once you mount it on properly, it's quite nice. And obviously if you want to, this comes with a vertical one, but you can also get the horizontal one. I like this one. And then what I've added are these two mirrors to sort of make it look a bit nicer. And it does actually help when riding, especially because I ride quite quickly. I average maybe around like, well, I guess with lights, traffic lights, maybe like 17, 18 kilometers an hour, which is a bit slower than my usual bikes that I ride in other places around the world, but this is still fine. And actually I overtake a lot of mopeds with this because it's still quite speedy. And in the future I'm actually planning to change the gears to a Sturmey Archer 3-speed or something like that, even a Shimano. That'll also be quite nice. And I've added this clock as well, which currently I need to actually put some oil inside the mechanism because it's a bit stuck, but it's quite a nice touch. I thought it's quite classy and it didn't cost that much. Now, when did I buy this bike? 2023, and it's mainly been sitting here. I only use it when I'm around this area of China. So most of the time it does just sit around, so that's why it has rusted quite a bit. As you can see, some of these parts, they've gone quite rusty, especially here, for example. And that's basically my main gripe with the bike is the quality is a bit meh. I mean, obviously it's a workhorse. You can put this through hell and it will come back just fine. You'll still be able to ride it. However, you know, stuff like the brakes, obviously it's rod brakes. So these types of brakes usually are a bit more old school and they don't brake as well. But that's fine. I mean, in the future I'll add some drum brakes, maybe in the front, and try to get like a combination gear with hub. In drum brakes, that'd be quite good, like a hub that has both gears and drum brakes, and put one at the front as well, which will increase its weight, but I mean, the gears and the better braking will kind of help me out on that. But apart from that, it's actually quite nice, and it's very fun to ride, and it can carry people if you want to. I mean, especially if you got strong legs. I mean, I went up bridges with this and with people on the back, so you can kind of do everything with it. The weight rating on this is a bit ridiculous. It's rated for 250 kilograms. So you can carry 250 kilograms rated on this, but obviously, as you've seen those images of like China back in the day, people were loading maybe like half a ton on this. Even in Africa today, you see a lot of these still kicking around, you know, and they got plenty of life left, and people put, you know, half their belongings on it. I mean, it is very durable. And I think these bikes, you know, they're quite underappreciated these days, and they definitely deserve more love internationally and within China. I feel they're really great. And even like updated models of this, maybe with like 6-speed gears or like something rudimentary to sort of bring it up to the modern standard, but leaving this sort of classic sturdy frame would be quite nice, because they're inexpensive to make. They're literally like steel tubes, and they require no energy, nothing. It's just, you know, whatever you ate or drank. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. This is the Phoenix ZA-42. Fenghuang, as you can see over here, as they call it in China, Arba Dagan. And it's a lovely bike. I really like it.